just sleep? I don't have any work to do, I might just sleep.
I'm not late, you're late. You're all... Hello, how you all doing? Oh my gosh, I'm here. I'm alive. I've got a drink and Cupcakes just there being lazy in the bed. Oh my gosh. But yahoo SCP Deadman, yahoo Emiliano, yahoo Anthony, yahoo Tony, yahoo Talan. Oh my gosh, you're late apparently. You're late, you are late. Hello lates. Pretty good today. Oh nice. Glad you're doing well. I've been falling behind in everything. I've barely got any of my work done. Boo work. Yeah, boo work. I want to do work. Can't I be like, I'm jealous of Cupcake just gets lazy around in bed all day. And I'm here. Having to get some work done. Like a pleb. Like a pleb I am. Oh, come on the phone. Get plugged in. Get plugged in phone. Well, okay. Tomorrow. It's the 26th tomorrow. Yes. Okay. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be getting my new phone. My new Asus ROG 8. And hopefully that one can be plugged into charge. Oh my gosh. I'm actually quite active on this. Cupcake, aren't you speaking? Did I actually activate Cupcake? Oops. I didn't press start.
I am actually quite active on this bed.
There you go. Cupcake started. What do you're not active? Oh look, you're literally going to sleep, Cupcake. You can't just say you're literally active on this bed and then go to sleep. Oh my, oops, I just whacked a microphone. I'm a femme. I'm a woman. There we go. Cupcake's so lazy, you don't even work. Cupcake, so you do work from home. I thought so. I mean, obviously I work from home. I'm a VTuber. Well, VTubing is my work. The work I'm doing. I was thinking about maybe making thumbnails today, but I managed to make them before the stream. So I've got myself a bit more fun work, which is just doing, which is just building some of these Warhammer things and getting some of the sprues sorted into bit boxes so then I can actually make space and I'm not just got my floor cluttered up with boxes. Cupcakes are gender neutral or sometimes gender attacking. It's true. It's true. Be motivated. If you're working for an employer, that means you're doing something nice for him because he's getting more out of your work than what he's paying you for. Probably. I'm not working for an employer. I'm working for myself. I'm working for... Technically, I work for YouTube, right? YouTube pays me. YouTube pays me. They owe me 30 quid each month. A pile of boxes of shame, the piles of boxes of shames. Cupcake is further away, not small. Cupcake is further away. That's what's happening. Oh, so wait. Who said Cupcake small? Cupcake small model. Ah, there we go. Let me live chat. Let me just move where this live chat is. I forgot yesterday to actually move all the chat around, so probably one of the reasons I struggled reading this. 30 squid. Why do they pay you in seafood? No, not squid. 30 quid. 30 quid, like pound. Pounds to $1. Oh, there we go. It'll be a lot more if I wasn't in Britain, you know. It's very weird. YouTube. There's a weird pricing issue right now. Where, because the euro's gotten so weak and the pound's managed to retain some strength, the pound of the euro used to be close to 1-to-1, and that's what, like, so a lot of things of Britain were priced for the same, like, whatever you get in euros. But a lot of companies haven't really changed that, so Europe's actually getting cheaper stuff, or we're getting more expensive stuff. Oh, but yeah. But what works even worse than that is that the pound is much stronger than the dollar. And like YouTube pays me effectively in dollars, except converted to pounds. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Things are more expensive in Britain for YouTube. So it's like, if you're a British person, you want to get YouTube membership. It's crazy. Classic blaming the euro again. It's blaming the euro. No, I actually found a bunch of stuff that was like that. Yeah, I'd probably take 30 squids. That's probably worth. Yeah, but you'd have to sell them quick before they go off or something, or you'd have to like spend a load of money on like a tank to keep them alive. Maybe if you used real money. Yeah, but it's like one of the things is it's like memberships in America are $3.99 or something, or $2.99, and in Britain it's also $2.99, but $2.99 is a lot more money to spend. Oh, it's like when coming to spend money, they do the worst possible conversion. But when it comes to you buying stuff from YouTube, they use the worst possible conversion for your currency. And then when they come to paying you, they use the opposite conversion. So effectively, it costs you as much to buy stuff as humanly possible. And then when it comes to giving you money, they try to give you as little as possible. These companies are being cheatsy. Who knew a company wouldn't have your best interest at heart? Who knew? Who knew? Was a pound back then based on copper coins by weight? That would explain why it's used as a currency. No, you had pound sterling, which was a unit of measurement for gold and silver. And a pound generally referred to a pound of gold for a very long time. You had pound sterling as well, or sterling silver, which was different. And then you had the denominations, which were things like shillings, crowns, and whatever. I think you had some coppers as well. Or I think the coppers mainly came around once we changed our currency to like have pennies and stuff, and the pennies were worth a lot less. But then they stopped making it from copper. Are you clipping your nails, Conjuror? No, I'm clipping goblins. I'm clipping goblins because the way yesterday I said we're going to build 40 goblins. Yeah, we only built 20. I got 20 more to build. Sixpence, guineas. Oh yeah, guineas. I forgot about guineas. I forgot about guineas. Oh, my throat hurts so much. Where's my drink? So if this is a hand cam stream, but kind of, but without the hand cam, it gives me a lot more room and freedom to actually make the stuff a lot quicker. I also thought it wouldn't be very exciting to do, you know, another stream on the exact same model. We're literally building the exact same thing we built yesterday, just... Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to build it relatively quickly, so maybe I can get some other stuff done while I'm here. Because I want to sort out all these bits and get them in a box, and then so I free up the box. And get these guys in another box. And I'm basically just doing housework right now. Oh, there's a delivery at the door. Thankfully, my mother's got it. Rat hand drummers again. No, I'm not making rat hand over. I am making the tambourine gobbo. I'm not giving him a rat hand. I'm giving him a gobbo hand. A night gobbo hand. I almost gave him a rat hand, actually. Almost. I didn't. I almost did. Wait a minute. I need to recalibrate this phone. Just give me a moment. There you go. Recalibrated. Okay, now I can lower myself. I can lower myself. There we go. There we go. I'm in the correct position. I'm not building rat-handy drummers. I'm eating ketchup. Oh my gosh. Do you know the story of when my mother bought way too much mincemeat? Yeah, that story. Well, it turns out the mincemeat's all gone off now. What was left of it. Which was, I guess, almost about half of it. I tried to eat as much as I could, as quickly as I could. I could only eat so much spaghetti. I could only eat so much spaghetti. And then I had more pasta today. I was like, oh no, I didn't want more.
Why am I grounded back here? Am I being punished?
No, you're not being punished. You're just asleep on the bed because you don't have any work to do. You're just lounging around. Lazy lounger. Lazy lounger. Lazy lounger. Dun, 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 dun. Lazy lounger. Ba, ba, da, da, da. Ow. I'm in pain. I need more drink. I need more drinky poos. There's another one. We got the sequel to the mincemeat story faster than the new Game of Thrones. Wait, there's a new Game of Thrones? I thought they finished Game of Thrones and it was terrible, the ending or something like that. I don't know, I don't keep up with Game of Thrones. What do you take me for? Someone in the know? Someone who does stuff? Crazy. Not the series, the books. Oh yeah, the books. He's not written them in years. He's not even written a single part of it. He doesn't care. He legitimately said, I'm going to eventually die and there'll be no new books and no successor author and everyone's going to be very upset and it's going to make headlines across the globe for 3 weeks. And that'll be my legacy. I'll be laughing from the pits of hell. That's what he said. That's what he said. I might be just making stuff up, or, you know, reading between the lines. But, you know, I think that's accurate. The books are like this blocks that you open and it's full of words like chat. No, I don't think anything like that exists. I don't think anything like that exists. I need a drink. Ah. Oh my gosh, look at Cupcake over there. Hello, Cupcake, how you doing? You okay? You okay back there? Don't look at me like that. No, you're the one that wanted to jump from the bed. You're the one that wanted to sleep. Yeah, not something Cupcake can deal with. Too many words. No, what do you mean? Too many words for dyslexia. No! No! Ever thought about trying half handcam screen and upper half VTuber model lined up parallel? Oh, we did that a sort of our vertical handcams a while ago. Except it was VTuber at the bottom, handcam at the top. Ever thought about trying half handcam screen and upper half V? What do you mean? I don't know. Also, I don't have to wear gloves this time. I don't understand it.
I am king and this is my throne. You sleep on the table now.
You know, I've also got a big sofa. I could sleep on that sofa over here. But, you know, you're small enough that I can just pick you up and just throw you off the bed and somewhere else. Don't you dare challenge me, Cupcake. You can't win. I am the one who knocks. I am the potato who potatoes. Fire still intends to end us, I see. Yeah, Fire still intends to end us. I did want to change it today, but as I said before, I kind of, you know, fell behind on stuff I wanted to do. It's like my stomach hurts a little bit because I only just finished eating not long before the stream. And I kind of rushed my food. So my tummy is a bit like, oh no! Oh no! So we still got Briar there. Look, Briar's a little happy goober. She's a happy little goober goobering about. Don't think about it too much. Did you try not rushing your food? Well, then I would still be eating right now. By rush, I mean like it took me half an hour. Maybe 40 minutes to eat. Normally what I do is I stop working and doing stuff about 2 o'clock. So I can cook some food, which takes between 10 and 20 minutes. Get some food, spend an hour to an hour and a half eating it.
What's this magazine with the maidens stick out from under the bed tongue?
What's this magazine under a maiden's stick? What magazine? What magazine? I don't see any magazine. You fire something. It hurts when I punch myself in the face and go, look! I had to make sure I got my food and I was ready for the stream. It's not my fault, but I got a tummy problem and it hurts. It's your fault. Conjuror has a copy of the Organian Maid under her bed. No, I don't. I lost the Organian Maid. It's not. I need to open this thing. It's making noise. Stop making noise. No. Ugh. There we go. That's not a bag of sweets, by the way. I wish it was. I want some sweeties. Some sour watermelon sweeties. Ah yes, the beastie Argonian maid. I don't have such bugs. I don't like Argonians. Argonians suck. Maybe. Oh, we're gonna play Skyrim this week. I managed to get my mods working and everything else working again. So, what do you want to do in Skyrim? I was thinking maybe we can just get a job as a miner. We yearn for mines, or maybe just like get a oh, there's a new fishing stuff. Maybe we could just get a job fishing in Riften. Who wants a job fishing? We could become an Argonian and we could go fishing in Riften and, you know, manually fish. Just catch all the fish by swimming about. Racism in my stream, more likely for you to think. There's no racism in the stream. Oh my gosh, there's so many racist streamers and YouTubers out there now. They're just openly racist on YouTube. I'm like, oh my gosh. I wish YouTube not bonked you yet. And I'm not one of them. Argonians don't exist. They're a fictional race of people. Made by Todd Howard and his weird fetishes. He really likes lizard people. Oh! Todd Howard is a lizard person. Just like Zuckerberg. Install a realistic alcohol mod. We do have a realistic alcohol and realistic skooma mod on to LAN. If we drink too much, we get blackout drunk and we can get some negative addiction traits. Start with 0 stats and with only begging, try and speedrun severe alcohol poisoning. You know, that would take about 60 seconds because it doesn't take too long to get alcohol. It's actually very easy. Alcohol is one of the most common form of drink in Skyrim. Even with mods that try to add more variety of non-alcoholic drinks, it's still the most common drink out there. It's easy to get in loot. I don't have a begging mod installed because that causes some weird lag and conflict. Mind you. I do have a barter mod on, so I can get some stuff. But yeah, we could just break into Riften, right? Into the meadery. Steal all the mead. Or do you know Honningbrew mead? Actually, Honningbrew mead doesn't have as much accessible mead. But you can just steal. A Nargian for the liver damage. Kashyyyk superiority. No, the best race in Skyrim is clearly the Bretons because they almost sounds like Britons. And they got High Rock and they've got... Have you seen that Elder Scrolls Online video where you got that one Breton in heavy armor taking on 3 characters, bashing them about? Then they eventually win by dropping a building on him. And just this guy just stands, is just like still alive. And he looks like he's sat on a throne of rubble. And it's like, oh my gosh, he's cool. And he's just some random Breton. That's what Bretons are like. If that's what it's like going to Britain. You might be a main character, but you go to Britain, you're going to be attacked by some armoured dude with a sword. And he's going to completely demolish you. You and your entire team. You drop a house on him and he's still fine. That's what happens. That's what Britain's like. I go out on the streets and that's what I have to deal with like every single day. At least 3 times. It's why there's so many British people who don't like going outside because it's like, you know, it gets very tiring and boring after a while. That's not Breton. He was a Kashyyyk. No, he wasn't a Kashyyyk. You need to beg in Winterhold. Okay, beg in Winterhold. No stealing allowed. I don't actually have a begging mod installed. There are ways I could potentially do that by using the barter mod we've got on for the, you know, becoming a skooma dealer. But there are other ways to earn money. We could just befriend people. If you befriend people, they can actually take stuff from their houses and they won't mind. So that is closest to begging we can do. I mean, yeah, we could do that by befriending people. And you accidentally make the bad guy cool. I love how he's like some sort of antagonist, but I wish for him more of a... Yeah, I mean... Because you want to root for an underdog, and he is clearly in that situation for underdog. He looks rather bland. He's not got the cool armor and the colourful hair that the protagonists have. He doesn't have some cool magic. He's just got a big sword and some big armor, which is like what one of the protagonists already has. And then he's just like completely clowns on them. It's like, yeah, no, that's my protagonist. That's my protagonist right there. San just means miss in Japan. San. Cupcake San. Yes, San is an honorific. It's a very vocal way of showing respect. It is. It is. Oh, so Yahoo iOS. And did I say Yahoo to Geek San too? Oh, Yahoo to all of you. I've not said Yahoo to you. I'm saying Yahoo to... Did I say it to everyone? Anthony? Did I say hello to you, Anthony? Hello, Anthony, anyway. How you doing, everybody? I imagine that in that fight, all that is playing in his head is let the bodies flow, let the bodies. And
The girl
no,
with the strawberry jam spread that haunts my dreams. What is she doing here?
What? Strawberry jam. Go with strawberry jam. I'm so confused. Cupcake, are you okay? Were you talking in your sleep, Cupcake? I think they mean Briar. Oh, that's not strawberry jam, Cupcake. That's blood. That's blood. To the left, it's Miss Briar. Oh no, that she's just there because you know I've not had time to change it yet. And you know, Briar's great. She's just here to watch you. She's here to make sure you're all doing your work. You're doing proper work. Yeah. I'm also here to do work. I'm getting my work done. Some good work. Some good work. Even worse. Because she is a dream girl. Yes, a dream girl. Briar is on vacation. Briar is on vacation. But you know, we still got to hear anyway. Because yeah, I've just hired her chibi goober farm to look over you all. This is her vacation, you know. This is where she's going. She even brought to beat back Bahashashat. A Bahashash. A blowhigh. Do you mean a blowhigh shot? I've got a blowhigh. Mine needs to go through the washing machine. It definitely needs a clean. But I got a blowhigh. I never knew it was a blowhigh shark. I just bought it and then found out it was just a reseller from IKEA, and it was like a bit more expensive. I was like, oh. I never heard of blowhigh. I just like, it's like teddy sock, cuddly plush shark. I'm like, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. I don't care that it's 276 quid. And then I found out later you can buy it for 30 quid from IKEA. Actually, no, it was like 40 quid. And then I found out I could have bought it for 30 quid. I'm like, oh, that's sad. I'm not American, so what are you guys doing for Thanksgiving? Yeah, I'm doing nothing for Thanksgiving. I'm not even sure what Thanksgiving really is. Other than I've seen a few. I just know it's about turkeys and something to do with early settlers and from slaughtering the natives or something like that. I don't know. I just know it from cartoons. The moment the Native Americans pulled the Big Funny and doomed themselves. Oh no. The Big Funny, doesn't that usually refer to going boom? Big atomic explosion sort of thing. Or is that not for Big Funny? That's mostly what I know as being for Big Funny. Doom rocket. Ba 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 da ba ba. Ba da 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 da. Doing some work. It's not very fun. I'm dying of everything. I've got some work to do. There we go. Thanksgiving is when the head of the family has to fight the turkey barehanded, but needs to cook it if he wins. If he loses, he's sent to the mines of asbestos. Oh, just like that one Rick and Morty episode. Yeah. But they all got turned into turkeys and they all had like some sort of battle royale fight mode going. I don't remember it very well. Rick is the smartest American. Did you know in Britain and Europe, they have to redub Rick, saying that he's the smartest human, just to saying he's the smartest American. and he's still dumber than every single European. Yeah, it's true. It's true. That's what I'm joking. That they don't do that. Oh, that make a Viking episode really weird. Can you explain it in Rick and Morty terms? It's about family, really. It's the only time that I get to see half of them. Oh, that's like Christmas for us. So Thanksgiving in Rick and Morty terms is... So apparently your family does a bunch of stuff that you don't care about, right? Because you've got more important things to worry about, like becoming a pickle. But you still have to attend, or the family might kick you out of the garage, and you live in the garage, and and you got so much stuff in the basement, you can't be bothered packing that up. And to be honest, you still want to spend some time with at least your daughter and have a weird attachment to her grandson. So you decide that you're going to spend time with them, and then the annoying, stupid husband spends all this time dulling his knife on some sort of, those weird things you stab into the turkey to keep it thinking. He doesn't even know how to use it properly. Where you stab it in the turkey, keep it still, and then cut it. He barely uses it properly. And it's just like that thing where you go chink, 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 where the two things go together, and all he's doing is blunting a knife. And it's stupid. It's silly. No one's really getting along. They're all having to do fake smiles and stuff and put up with one another. You're the only one who understands that no one's getting along. And then there's always an argument. And for some reason, you're always getting blamed. And, that's Thanksgiving. It's awful reference. Okay. It's about being thankful that you're not a Native American.
Was lost a long time ago, BTW.
The reference was lost a long time ago. I don't know what you're getting. Is it too early for Cupcake to sing the Pandora song? I don't know the Pandora song. Pandora? But did I say Pandora? Pandora. No, you could try getting Cupcake to sing it if you want to. Gonna Google the lyrics. Oh no, I can't see my screen. Don't bam. No. The lyrics. Remember, Cupcake has a limited number of characters that you can use for him. Oh, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Right, it's almost Christmas. Oh, that's what I meant to do this morning. I meant to buy some stuff and I forgot. Christmas presents. Or at least look for them. I want to sing jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride on a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. If you see old MacDonald, stab him in the face. Hey! Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, MacDonald had a farm and a Pizza Hut here. Do you love Jingle Bell? Do you love Christmas? Do you love the turkey? I don't even see most of my family. I rarely ever see my family. We used to see one another a little on Christmas, but not for years. Even close family we barely see. Like brothers, sisters. No. But honestly, I think most of us are fine with that, except my mother. It's like, oh yeah, ba. Aya, ba. There we go. There we go. I haven't even met your mother's side since you were a baby. Oh, I barely ever met actually, no, I did meet a couple of my uncles a couple of times. Only really ever met my father's sister once. and I never got to see my father's mother or my grandmother. Well, actually, my father's father died, I think, before I was born. Heart attack. My father's mother. Oh gosh. Oh no! I accidentally glued the legs from back to front. You can't have a gobble with backwards legs. Not allowed. But yeah, I only got to see her after she had been diagnosed with some illness, and it was like, oh, she's not gonna survive. We might as well, you know. Apparently there's some falling out with the family. I see my mother's parents. Well, actually, one of them. The other one died when I was in school. If I don't like her very much, my grandmother on my mother's side. Oh, so cheery, so cheery. Hey, if you don't want to, if you want it to be cheery, don't bring it onto topics about family. We don't have much of a cheery family history over in the Cupcake Conjuror family. Is this why I had to become a VTuber? So I could get at my extended family being you guys. Also, why is Cupcake not singing the song? Cupcake is still working?
Hashire sorry yo kaze no yoni, tsukimi hara wo, padoru padoru, hashire sorry yo, kaze no yuni, tsukimi hara wo, padoru padoru yo.
Hello, Banry, how you doing? That's what Christmas is, seeing your family. You don't like it, but still, yeah! Ah. Where's Cupcake? Where's Cupcake? Hashiri soriro, kasei no yoni, tushukimi haro, pado, padoru, dapatu, dapati. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna break things. I'm gonna break my cupcake hands. Trying to love my land. And I'm gonna kill everyone. Wait, what am I gonna do? I don't want me randomly singing songs. It always ends up with just random mass slaughter. It's Christmas here now. I came here for carol and generic jingles. You know, we've got so much Christmas stuff going on. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. We're gonna have to stop working to do YouTube stuff. Okay, here we go. Here we go. What do I have? I have a Christmas hat. Brush. Santa. Santa hat. Santa hat. Santa hat. Santa hat. Yo, that's a big Santa hat. There we go. Okay, let me put it on this way. I do. Okay, maybe I need to put it in a different place. Yeah, okay, there we go. Santa hat. Any other Xmas stuff? Xmas. I could get an Xmas mug. An Xmas couch. You want an Xmas couch? There we go. My chair's been replaced by an Xmas couch. Oh no, Cupcake, you're no longer on the bed. Okay, come over here, Cupcake. You can sit on the arm. There you go. Merry Christmas. Been preparing for Christmas a month ago. Oh. You're not such a bar humbug. I'm a bar humbug. I don't like Christmas personally. I don't like getting presents. Keep your presents. I don't want them.
Yeah, I no longer grounded.
You weren't grounded to begin with, you daft cupcake. Okay, here we go. Christmas lights. Oh wait, that stuck to my head. Oops. Xmas lights. Xmas lights. Sing me a song. Xmas lights. Sing it all along. Xmas lights. Okay, we're not going to give you any Warhammer minis. No, give me all the Warhammer minis. I'm joking. I can buy my own Warhammer minis. You don't have to worry about it. Anima. Okay, Xmas. What else Xmasy stuff do we got? An Xmas Christmas tree. Select. Okay. Now don't pin to model. There we go. Oh. Where do we... Oops, not that one. No, not that one. Where do we put it? Do you want to put it back here? We'll put it back here. It's over here. Xmas tree. Okay, let's decorate for Xmas tree, shall we? There you go. Select. Back to number 10. Okay, there we go. There we go. Oh my gosh, isn't that so pretty? The slow reverb Doom edition. Such an underrated song I like when Cole plays that Christmas song. It's Christmas Lights. Oh, I love the, oh, what's it called? Carol of the Bells. Where it's like da 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 da. And it's in for what's it called? Home Alone film. It's just so epic, the song. Fire! The Christmas tree's on fire. Where is it? It's like a steam thing over here. There we go, steam. Ah, okay. But there's like steam. There's a steam. Okay, let's go to the fire. I got a better fire. I actually got the same fire, really. Fire. Okay. Just put it here. There we go. There we go. There we go. It's on fire. It's on fire. Yes. Sorry, now I can look at chat again. I was going to give Talan a present, but he had already stolen it. No! Was it copper wires? For who? Cupcake. Agreed. Trans-Siberian Orchestra does an epic version of Carol of the Bells. Fine. It's fine. Okay, here we go. We're all Christmassy. We're all Christmassy as we work. Are you guys happy now? Or do I need to be even Christmassier? Yippee! Yippee! Just ignore the fact that the tree's on fire. And I think we'll all be fine. Now sing. I've been singing Christmas songs this entire time. Okay, what song do you want? What songs do I... Oh gosh, every time I lean down for a hat. A hat. My head breaks it. It's made of cheese and copper. Copper cheese. Cheese coated copper wire. Oh my gosh. Gonna be lonely this Christmas without you to hold. Gonna be lonely this Christmas because you're so cold. Oh, do, 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 do. I killed you. There you go. There you go. And what other Christmas songs are there? I'm dreaming of a lonely Christmas. I don't know. Oh no, I can't think of any Christmas songs. Except for one that goes do 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 do. Except that I can't really remember beyond that point. I hope I receive a cheese-shaped present this year. What? Only cheese-shaped, not actual cheese. Like, what happens if it's just plastic cheese? Is that fine? Also known as an American cheese. You got everyone a present. Yay! Is it called more taxes? I got you a present at 12% tax-wise. Sick burn. I'm telling Mariana. What? You're telling Mariana about what? She knows the American cheese is what's it called? Terrible. It's plastic. Bam, 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 bam. It's ball shaped. It's ball shaped. It's a big bag of wads of cash. Upon request of the iOS, he wants to see the lyrics I was on about. Oh, Christmas night, another fight. Tears we cried, a flood. Got all kinds of poison in my blood. Took my feet to Oxford Street. Trying to right to wrong, just walk away, those windows say. But I believe she's gone. Oh my gosh, that's dark. That's a terrible song. We need a good, happy Christmas song. It's Christmas. Ba, 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 ba. Yeet. Nostalgia be melancholically like that. Mass jump. First of all, it's not plastic, it's some other thing. And the scientists don't know yet. We can make ramifications. Don't know the ramifications of it yet, silly cake. Actually, most American cheese is basically just unmatured cheese, so it's not become hardened or anything. It's basically just. That's why it's so liquid. And so cheap. I was going to change your present to something better, but... Who won? Tony won from the Jumper Catch game! Yay! Oh my gosh. Bap, bap, bap. I'm yawning. I'm stretching. I'm Christmasing all around. My Christmas present, I've already received my main one. It's a chair that I'm currently sat in. It's a nice leather chair I can lean back in, and it's good on my back. It's like, oh, this is nice. And it's nice and soft, although sometimes a little bit sticky. And it's like, oh, there we go. Oh, it's a nice chair. Ah, it's a nice chair. It's like a big leather office chair as well. And it replaced my old chair, which was Chinese weird thing.
Actually, Dada,
my chair.
for Christmas I am giving you the nerd emoji.
No! Talan is hoping for a cheese wedge. Little does he know he's getting a wheel of cheese. Oh my gosh. Oh, this chair's really nice though. My old chair was falling to pieces. Literally just finding bits and pieces of it all over my room. Because the material it was made from just wasn't good. I mean, it started breaking. The material like discolored and started breaking within days of me getting it, my original chair. And it's like, this one is so good. It's so nice. It also glides across my carpet way easier. It's like, oh, so much better designed and made. It's way more expensive, but you know, it's great. It's great. I love this chair. Imagine Conjuror goes to heaven and it's Chinese. What do you mean it's Chinese? When I was saying it was just a cheap Chinese, it was just a cheap Chinese gamer chair from a Chinese company. That's what I meant. You know, way just get off these really cheap goods, which are kind of just knock off from other brands. I mean, this chair was probably made in China by itself anyway. Actually, does it say anywhere? I don't think I actually figured out where it was made. Heaven is Chinese. Heaven's not Chinese. There's no such thing as heaven. There's no such thing when you die. It's just plop. Plop. Although actually, I actually had to study this, like, you know, I've talked about this where I've studied before about trying to prove the existence of soul or life. I say trying to investigate it in the realm of physics and doing philosophy on it. And it was part of like my entire physics stuff. Yeah, and for this thing, it's one of the biggest pointers towards the idea of, you know, something more from ourselves was the idea of a great consciousness. Where we are all potentially connected to the same sort of like a universal consciousness. Like the universe itself is alive. They're like a computer, where all the NPCs in a computer program might act as individuals, but in reality, they're all just controlled by the same computer program. They have access to different memory and stuff. But still, and if the NPC goes away, effectively the resources dedicated to that NPC just goes back to the computer program and it's then given over to a new NPC that spawns. If potentially, or the resources get split up between different things. And that's kind of similar to an idea of like how the universe works. I think a few religions have that idea. But that's like the closest. Is like if there is such thing as a soul and, you know, life and stuff, that might actually be the most plausible one that I could potentially try figuring out at the time. I had to write the paper on it and stuff. It was fun. It was fun. Japan is isekai heaven on earth. Japan is isekai heaven on earth. I'm not sure. Japan's got a lot of issues itself. There's no heaven on earth. There's no heaven on earth. Everywhere has issues. But equally, there's no hell, and actually potentially is. Cupcon is destined for Temu heaven. No! Temu! No, I never used Temu. I vowed to never use Temu because I got so many Temu adverts for shop like a billionaire. And I'm like, you know, I hate your adverts. It makes me hate your company. I am never going to shop there, even if it means I have to just forest in the wild if we manage to monopolize everything ever. Heaven will have Chinese infrastructure and will be Chinese. I mean, there's probably more Chinese people in heaven than there are of any other people, considering just how many Chinese people there are. There's probably not very many British people in heaven. Comparatively. Bye-bye. Who's saying bye? You have to leave. Okay, bye-bye. You have a Battlefleet Gothic game to play. Bye-bye, Anthony. It was It was nice having you here. No wonder she's a nerd. She studied at the nerd school. No! Stream is being taken down in seconds by everyone. Temu now owns the stream because she sang the song. No! Oh. That's not how it works, Talan, and you know it. You know it. Shop like a billionaire. Oh gosh. Throw that spool away. Throw this spool away. Ah. Hello, Mercury. How you doing? Oh, flip. Flip. I hope you're doing well, Mercury. Oh my gosh. Now I'm slightly worried that I accidentally said something bad about China or something. Like, no. Next stream will be exactly the same, but Conjure will be replaced by some Chinese low-wage worker. The quality of gameplay will also improve. No, the quality of gameplay is already perfect. It can't be improved. You know, if I'm banned from doing speed ones because they said it would just make it unfair to everybody else because you just do it perfect every single time. That's what they said to me. A speed one community. I'm joking. I've just said that because I ended up getting a random video playing while I was working on thumbnails today. That's was talking about speed running cheaters in Pokemon, and it was like, oh. So now I've just got that in my mind. You just came back from listening to Running of the 90s. Well, we've been singing Christmas songs and Don't Stop the Music. Oh my gosh, that's cool. Yeah, we've been singing Christmassy songs like It's Gonna Be Lonely This Christmas and Carol of the Bells. Cupcake will stay the same but have a dragon tattoo on it. Why would he have a dragon tattoo on his biceps? Also, gotta go now. Kitten and the pups wants my undivided attention. I somehow made them friendly to each other, except Erebus. He's a cat slayer.
All of this wouldn't exist, including me, if it wasn't for your hard work, Mother. So thank you for giving birth to me.
I didn't give birth to you. We just conjured you from thin air, like. I said, bye-bye, Bunny. It's nice having you here. Hope your cat and dog play along with one another. I don't know which one Erebus is, but I hope they're kinder. Out of the 90s, 2000s party music for energetic, fast-paced EDM. No excuse for boring, monotonous, depressing songs. Yeah. There we go. Birthing party, is it? No, there's no birth. There's no birth. The closest thing that's to birth right now is me making some gobbos off stream, off camera. Oh, there we go. Nerd emoji. It's a nerd face, nerd face. Oh, so how are you doing, Skaven Dan? Yahoo, how you doing? Gobbos is the best. Gobbos is the best. It's night goblins I'm making. We made some yesterday. I'm making for other 20 that I promised yesterday right now. I'm just not doing it on a hand cam because, well, it's easier for me to not do it on a hand cam. It means I don't have to wear my gloves. And it means I don't have to bother with a camera set up and I can read chat easily. Little does Barry know that the kitten is an agent. A taxing agent! Oh no! The IRS is using cats as agents. Bam bam bam! Okay. Who is the best? Gobbo though. Who's better, Skarsnik Oh, the big fat gobble. What's the big fat gobble called again? I forgot his name. Oh, what's he called? Grom for Punch. I like the fact that in Warhammer, you got these random characters, and they're still taken seriously by the laws and the stories and stuff. Da, da, da. You have to go rest now. Goodbye, Mercury. It's nice having you pop in. I hope you enjoy the rest of your music and stuff. Grom, yeah, Grom for Punch. Who's better, Skarsnik or Grom? I like Skarsnik. I'm not a big fan of Grom, to be honest. I think the idea of Grom is a bit boring because it just takes away from the fact it just makes him an orc effectively. It's what if a goblin was an orc? It feels like. I don't find that as exciting and as fun a Skarsnik story of what if a goblin became as powerful as an orc, as like orc war bosses, if not stronger than most of them. But he did it through goblin cunning and skill rather than, you know, being just bigger and better. They're both good in the campaign. Skarsnik is cooler. I do think that Grom has probably some of the best mechanics. In fact, well, I say I do think. I've not really played Grom's mechanics. I've played a mod that made use of his mechanics, and that was the Hobbit mod. And it does make me think that Grom probably... And I've heard other people say Grom has some great mechanics. I do wish that more factions had mechanics like Grom does. There's something relatively unique and fun that causes you to explore the map and to pay attention to something outside of just conquer this territory, conquer that territory. It's fun. Skarsnik games of phoned for Orcs Warlords. He did. Skarsnik is... I like Skarsnik. He's cunning, he's cool, he's tough. And he's also got a big squig. So that if he does have to fight an Orc war boss, he can just get the squig to eat them. Why do VTubers wear gloves? I highly doubt that they can recognize someone by the hands. Well, there's a few reasons. It's one, it means you don't have to worry about your nails and like making them pretty or anything. Another is, you know, solidarity with other VTubers. For instance, if we're all wearing gloves, then it's not weird when somebody else wears gloves because they have to do that for various reasons. Some people wear gloves just for the colour of their skin. Because, well, unfortunately, there's still a lot of racism out there. And they do it just to avoid harassment. So, a lot of it, though, is effectively, it's just a standard practice. Whatever. But also means you won't get your fingerprints on stuff, I suppose, when you're wearing a glove. And I think that in some cases, people like it when VTubers wear gloves because it kind of adds to the immersion. Whereas seeing them from a hands view without that, you know, extra layer of glove, it ruins the immersion. Out now. BRB, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Also, it's like, it's solidarity with like those who do have scars. Like some people have scars for various reasons, and they ultimately don't want those scars on the screen. So they don't. But if everyone wears gloves, then no one gets to see those scars. And you don't. And that means if someone's wearing gloves, it could just be wearing gloves because they want to wear gloves, or for any number of reasons. Someone's not just going to be able to figure out something based about you. For that reason. I mean, my gloves are always breaking, so obviously you guys have seen that my hands themselves anyway. Quite frankly, though, I would try accommodating those people who like to race. You try to accommodate people who like to race? Oh my gosh, so mean. So mean. I got leftover bento box. You got leftover bento box. You got leftover lunch. Oh my gosh. I have nothing like that. Actually, I've got a bunch of meat I need to throw away. I don't know which bin you're meant to throw away meat in and stuff. It's like what you're meant to do with that. How do you dispose of this? Would not. Oh, you would not accommodate those who like to race. Oh, look, see, this is dyslexia. If a word not is in a sentence, there's a 99% chance I'm not going to read it. And there's also a 50% chance if not's not in the sentence, I'm going to add it in anyway. God, you made me look bad. Oh. Oh. There we go. There we go. I'll put this body on the wrong way around. There we go. I'm doing the works. I'm doing the wells at the works. I stole my sisters and mum's, so I'll get in trouble later. You stole your sisters and mother's, but don't steal their lunches. Why did you do? Oh my gosh. iOS stealing. Who would have thunk it? You always look bad, Geek. Geekson doesn't always look bad. Oh my gosh, so mean, iOS. What's gotten into you? Stealing lunchboxes, being mean to Geek. Oh no. We didn't raise you to be like this. Maybe chat should speak in all caps to avoid sus mistakes like that. No, it would make it even harder to read. There we go. And for making little... Oh, do you like my little son? Do you like my little Christmas setup? Does it look nice? Does it look nice? I hope it looks nice. What are we doing? Oh, we're doing Hollow Cure tomorrow. I've made a thumbnail of that today. I do be bad sometimes. I steal food when can't afford. You steal food when you can't afford it. Oh no. What's that? Food should be afforded. Affordable. Yeah. Bunk. Bunk. Rah. I've got a little gobbo in my hands. A little gobbo in my hands. Steal food because you're hungry. Oh no. Oh no. We raised Talan's gotten to you all. Talan's been teaching chat how to steal and rob. Oh no. Oh no. I knew I should have let Talan raise you guys. There we go. There we go. Gobbo. Gobbo, get gobboed. Why would iOS steal food? Or do you like rich? For iOS? Because the iOS likes stealing. The iOS steals them from hard-working taxpayers. That's what the news tells me. There we go. Yeah. And I'm doing stuff. I'm doing stuff. Not on my Warhammer budget. It's the 758 cheap. No, and meanwhile, when I was a kid, and when I first was working and stuff, I used to use the money that I'd get half for food and not buy food and instead use it to buy Warhammer. I just wouldn't eat. Or just eat a lot less. That was back when it was hard for me to find foods I could eat because we never knew exactly what was wrong with me, but... So in the end I ended up just hating food and not eating anything. Chatbot hug. Chatbot hug. Because you're out of mind that you're amazing. I need to take it easy on yourself. It's true, you guys are amazing. You need to take it easy on yourself. You're good people. Skip meal for your gacha game. It wasn't a gacha game. I knew what models I was getting. There we go. There we go. The battle for Earth is next. The battle for Earth is next. The battle for Terra, do you mean? When Horus invaded the... Wait, IRS, do you know Sarpasarp? He made the giant Fortress of Terror and the Siege and stuff. You might be interested in his massive build for wargaming table. It's great. I love that. I love that video series. Honestly, I'm surprised that it's in a gacha game system for the video game DLC. I think there's a game called Tacticus, and that's kind of like a gacha game from the adverts. Sarpasarp. His name is Sarpasarp. He also has a channel called Sarpa for Rings and Sarp Hammer. Actually, I could probably just link you the channel. Where is it? Sarpa for Wings. Sarpasarp. Yeah, okay, that was correct. Sarpasarp. Never thought I'd save that in my life. You never thought you would save that in your life? But you think you're surprised to have a gacha game system? I don't think most people actually like the gacha game system, so I think when they try to, I think when companies try to avoid it, it's actually decent. Like, for certain games I kind of expect I might even want it, like card collecting games, or collector games rather. But any game where they just add a gacha system on top of the game already, honestly that just kind of sucks. Especially if it requires real life money. As described. Oh. Yeah, he does some really cool builds. And his other channels he has some really cool battle reports on. One, oh, he did one for, do you know the, oh, what's it called? Horus Heresy. Oh, when the Ultramarines got attacked, what's the planet? It begins with C or something. Planet got attacked. You know, I'm just gonna Google it. I'm gonna go on the channel. Calf, yeah, oh yeah, that's it. He did the Calf thing. Where is it? He'd made an entire like battle series on it. Mark of Calf, yeah, there's like 24 videos on the Mark of Calf. Oh, it was such a cool stream. Not stream, such a cool bunch of videos. And such a cool battle report. I was like, oh my gosh. Massive siege, Warhound Titan, Reservoir Titan. Oh. Ow, don't get bunked. Why are you getting bunked, Geek-san? Don't get bunked. Did he get exploded? Oh, you got exploded by iOS. I missed that. Oh no. Oh, poor Geek-san. Don't blow Geek-san. Oh. Oh, you know. There you go. How? There you go. There you go. There you go. Big hugs to Geek-san. Everyone's coming in. Everyone's coming in. There you go. All the big hugs. All the big hugs. There you go. Oh my gosh. Yeah. There you go. There you go. There you go. Didn't know if that was a thing. It is a thing. I could also make people mass attack. Right. Where's Talan? I think it's time. Mass attack. Talan 17. Down. Oh, Talan is here. I'm sorry to. Whee! Bonk. Everyone's trying to get to him. He's got to respawn somewhere. We're looking for him. There he is! He's running away! We're after him! Anthony, there, the knife! No! Oh! Poor Talan. You're always here. Attack mod son. Oh, there he is. Oh, I think they gave up. They gave up. You're fine, Talan. You're fine. You still get to live for one more day. Poor Talan. He gets abused so much by chat. But not enough by me. I feel like I need to abuse him more, you know. What happens when Miss Buy and Miss Cupcake stream simultaneously if a world explodes? True. Beating Talan is fun. Beating Talan is fun. little men made all up. It's not. What do you mean it's not fun? How would you know? You've never beaten up to learn. And eating flan is fun. Why is flan anyway? Is it a cake? Don't eat cake! Cake is friends, not food. It's pudding. Okay, Fendi can eat flan if it's just pudding. If it's not cake, it's fine. Bada. Elder God, hello! How you doing? We are currently working away in a Christmassy mood for some reason. Don't mind Briar still being here. I've just not had time to replace her yet. I've been beating on Talan since you first joined. Well, that just makes you a patriot, you know. A cupcake patriot. This the season. I'd say a month ahead is appropriate. No, it's not. It feels very early to me. Yeah, it's like Christmas Day. There's only 5 seconds of Christmas, and that's at midnight. As soon as it crosses into Christmas Day. If you're celebrating Christmas after that point, it's like, what's even the point? Christmas is over and done with. And if you're celebrating it before that point, it's like, what the hell is even Christmas yet? Honestly, I think being 5 seconds is pretty generous. Like, I don't think anyone really celebrates Christmas that much. And, you know, likes it. Yeah. Just the truth. I mean, Hallmark stopped making Christmas films like 60 years ago and decided just to focus on birthday films. Halloween, for example, is called Spooky Month for a reason. What do you mean? I've never heard of Spooky Month. Wait, which month is Halloween in? I forget. Is that October? I don't know. There we go. Turn off and made. Oh, I'm leaning back again. I'm leaning back. I'm enjoying being sat down in this nice chair. Oh. Oh, my legs. My arms, my joints. My joints. Oh my gosh, my hip dislocated. Ah. 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 There we go. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, it's a meme culture thing. But yeah, at least here in the States, everyone knows what I mean. No, I don't think so. I don't think... Chris, the Americans are definitely not known for being a celebratory type of people. You know? I'm joking. I'm joking about all of this stuff, by the way. I know Christmas is celebrated really around the world early, rather early. And Halloween month is generally rather spooky nowadays. Especially in internet culture. Such a contrarian. No, I just like making jokes. I find it fun. Oh, I need to stretch my leggy legs. Oh, yeah. And my army palmies. Oh, just whacked the microphone stand, I'm sorry. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh, my neck. Just let me... I think I've heard the doorbell ring when I was doing all of that. Just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. I'm back. I'm back. I'm named back. And I'm Cupcake. Hello, hi, Velamon. How you doing? Lavatatlas Manos. What do you mean we don't have a redeem for that? Where's this? We don't have a stretch redeem. We don't have a stretch redeem for what? I need a drink. I got my water here. You can do it selfish. That's a bit 2D. There was someone at the door, but it's fine now. Good to see you. Good to see you. I saw everybody. We got more stuff to build. I've got more bases to get out. Oh! Stack for bases. Isn't that like a baseball reference or something? Stack for bases. I don't know. Do you think baseball will still be around in the future? Like, it doesn't really seem to be at all popular outside of the States. Snooker's more popular than baseball. You having a good morning? You having a good morning? Nice. What, done anything exciting? Oh, I don't know why I'm so tired today. Oh, my body's all achy. Oh, I need a stretch. I need a stretch. Maybe I should have done this an exercise stream. There we go. Leggy legs. Leggy legs. There we go. Snippity snaps. Well, I don't really have anything to talk about. Like, that's when people do Zatsu, they have loads of stuff to talk about. Most exciting thing that's happened to me recently
Mum,
is
can I have more sprinkles for my whipped cream topping for Christmas cupcake?
No. No, not allowed. I might give you more animations at Christmas, eh? More animations, so it's not just the same 1 minute animation loop. Where? Ish. Oh no, I just dropped something. I can't find where it went. It's here. It's here. There we go. And you got a new hot dog. Oh yeah, I saw about the hot dog. I was watching Pen's stream and there was a hot dog Kenya there. I was like, why is there a hot dog Kenya? Hot dog Kenya. Hot dog Kenya. Da 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 da.
Yay. Party, popper, died of partying, face.
Died of partying. Crypto, don't die of partying. You're not allowed to. Yay, party papa. Died of partying face. Did I say died of partying? That does not look like died of partying face. Or did I mishear what Crypto said? Was it not died of partying? Ba 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 ba. Dance. It's time to dance. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa, I'm walking on sunshine. Banana, I start to feel good, yeah. Oh, what's that one song? It was in Love Actually. It's like they did a cover of a song and it was turned into a Christmas song, but it originally wasn't. And it's like, something about love. Love is in the air. Not love is in the air. Love. Christmas. Oh no, can't remember it. I can't remember it. Who knows Love Actually? You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Da, 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 da. I'm gonna have to Google that now. I'm gonna have to Google. Love Actually Christmas song. Love Actually Christmas song. Oh yeah, it's a song Love Is All Around Me, but it's changed to Christmas Is All Around Me. I feel it in my fingers. I feel it in my toes. Love is all around. No, Christmas is all around me. And so the feeling goes. That's the song. That's the song. And if you really love me, come on and let it snow. Oh, wait, no, it's if you really love Christmas, come on and let it snow. Oh. You know I love Christmas, I always will. My mind's laid up the way I feel. There's no beginning, there's no end. 'Cause on Christmas you can depend. You gave presents to me. Oh my gosh, it's such a good song. It's such a silly song. And it's sung by, what's he called? Artist Billy Mack. It's not the artist Billy Mack though. He's a make-believe artist. He's not a real person. Bill Nye. Yes, it's Bill Nye who sung it. Who did Davy Jones and Pirates of the Caribbean and so on. I love Bill Nye. He's great. And not Bill Nye the science guy, Bill Nye. LA, Los Angeles. You're from Los Angeles. Is that what LA stands for? No, not us. LA. Wait. How does LA stand for California? That's crazy. What about Los Santos? Isn't that like in America? Vice City? Boot-shaped one. The spelling California for... Oh! Oh. 2 letters, 8 L-A. Boot-shaped state. Louisiana? Louisiana! Yeah, I don't know enough about America. I'm British. We don't know anything about America other than we don't like tea, apparently. And they stole our inventions and claimed them as their own. Stole most of them from Scotland! Scotland! You know, I want to go back to having my glasses on. There we go. My normal glasses, not my nerd glasses. There we go. Oh. Ah. E. Hiccup. Hiccupity, hiccupity, hiccupity. This one. Flip. Here. Whoa, who got a worry about crocs and floodwaters during hurricane season? I going back for Thanksgiving. You're in Florida. You're in Florida. I've been to Florida because Disney World's in Florida. Disney World. Oh, but isn't like Disney World its own state, sort of, technically now? Crazy. Florida's crazy. Bam, ba bam, ba da 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 da. Eek, eek. Britain pretty small, right? I think like size of Florida. Yeah, for Britain as physically it's rather small. It looks rather big on maps, but that's just because of the curvature of the Earth. In reality, actually pretty tiny. It's still not the smallest island out there. Still got a population of like nearly 70 million or something stupid. A tiny island. A tiny island that took over most of the world. Ah, 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 ah. Gators is for real. You're from Arizona, Arizona! Arizona, baby shark, baby shark. Why am I singing Baby Shark for Arizona? I don't know. You're from Australia. Grew up in the West Coast, kid, all your life. West Coast. Constantly moving. Oh. I've not moved all that much. Although, it's crazy to, as a British person dealing with British traffic, it's crazy to me to think that people go on day trips in America that are distances that are absolutely insane. Like, for me, trying to go to the nearest city is like a day trip because it takes like 2 hours to get there sometimes. And it's not that far away, it's just traffic's really bad. And the roads are constantly congested because they're tiny. And there's always roadworks. I lived in the most south and Texas. Alabama is nice. Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama. Is it Sweet Home Alabama? Is that the song? I don't know. It's true. I have to travel the length of Britain just to go to the beach. Just to go to the beach. I can... Honestly, the beach that's closest to me is not worth going to most of the time. It's relatively cold. It's a relatively stony beach. There's usually seaweed everywhere. Very rude of it. There's often jellyfish as well. A lot of jellyfish wash up on the coast. So... generally not great. That being said, when I lived down south for a little bit, I lived really close to Brighton and stuff. And they've got a really nice beach. Although I didn't even go to the beach. I'm like, I don't want to go to a beach. It's busy. It's full of people. It's water there. And it's salty. And it's warm. And it's sunny. I don't like it. I went to the town, just not to the beach. I mean, the beach was a short walk away from the town. I'm like, no, I just want to go to the town and do some shopping. I could go to a beach. Or I could go back home for lodgings and, play some video games or do some work. That sounds way more fun than going to the beach. Probably get sticky and stinky from all the dead jellies. I think the main issue with all the jellyfish is the jellyfish just get eaten by the birds and so on, or just get washed back out into the sea when the tide comes back in. The issue is that the stingers and stuff still are active. You can't really safely go on the beach. Going to a beach is fun, and you love digging holes. Why? No. I make a big hole and I stay in it. Super fun. I make a hole so big that the sea takes like 2 weeks just to have to fill it to halfway in again. I've had someone falls in the hole and it's a grown man and his leg's broken and they have to get accident and emergency out. Ambulances and rescue vehicles and stuff. And they're like, oh my gosh, we gotta be quick. The hole's filling in with water and he's got a broken leg. And there's just this little girl stood off to the side of a shuffle with an evil smile going, that never happened, by the way. LA is Louisiana's to letters. You don't know fun if you fell into it. Why do everything you say end up morbid? I actually like making holes. I mean, I did end up digging some holes when I went to the beach as a little kid. And some of them were very deep, relatively deep and stuff. And I got told off because someone might fall in it or whatever, and I got told to fill it back in. And I was a bit sad. And from that day on, I never dug another hole in my life. That's a lie as well. I said, not that, the bit about being told off, but I have dug holes since then. You're so mean. You're getting an onion for Christmas. I don't want an onion. No, onions are mean to me. Especially for onion. Hello, Duke Akram. Apparently I've been really morbid today. Maybe I'm being really morbid. I don't know. I am so out. My brain's been all over the place. I think I might be stressed or something. I need to get my brain in order. How are you doing today? I need to get my brain in order. That's how we're doing. I was born in Long Beach, CA, which is LA County. Oh, country. Oh my gosh, these little shields are from 1993. The 2 letters that name a state. The 2 letters that name a state. The 2 letters that name a state. Da 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 da. I don't know what I'm on about. I don't know what about. Why are we on about American states anyway? And for beach. Oh yeah, I remember why. I once led a siege on the sea when I was... Apparently I led a siege on the sea when I was a little kid. Apparently we wanted to beat the sea back. So we started throwing sand into the sea, and apparently got every single kid on the beach to start throwing sandballs at the ocean. We fought a war. I fought a war, and the sea won. We fought against Atlantis. And you've not heard much about Atlantis since, have you? Other than in fiction, in films like MCU. That's how badly we beat them. To afford anything, they had to sell out to MCU. Yick. Ever been to Southampton? I don't know. Don't think so. I've been to Edinburgh, Aberdeen, Glasgow, Manchester, York, London, Brighton, Somerset, and a bunch of other places that I can't think of off the top of my head. Wales. A few places in Wales, I just can't think of a lot of them. I think that's where the Titanic was built, was it? I thought it was built in Ireland. I might be wrong, I'm no Titanic expert. I thought it was Irish. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da ba da. Go. Da, da. Da, 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 da. There we go. There we go. Filling in this in with glue. It's all filled in with glue. Oh my god. Vaya's watching over us. Like, she's telling me to work harder. She's got a knife. What? Oh. Okay, it's all calm now. It's all calm. You guys at least get to listen to the background music. I don't even get to listen to background. For me, it's just eerily quiet. I've only got the sound of my own voice to fill in the noise. And I don't like the sound of my own voice. It scares me. It scares me. Help. It's a haunted shit. There's no such thing as shit. It's magic. What about for other voices in your head? Oh, they just tell me to burn things, and you know. So I do. Look at a Christmas tree. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it is kind of cold. It is kind of cold. It's been snowing recently here. Thank you. I didn't mean to sneeze so loudly. I didn't mean to sneeze at all. I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm going to sneeze. Getting the seat? I don't think so. I'm hoping not. I just recovered from the flu. I'm hoping I can be more active this week and get more stuff done. Last week was meant to be my active week after being so ill for a while. I barely got anything done. I think I might be stressed for something. I think I'm actually stressed about the fact that I've barely done anything. And then I'm getting more stressed about the fact that because I'm struggling to concentrate and get stuff done, I'm not getting the stuff done. Oh my gosh. It's one of those vicious cycles. You're stressed about not getting the work done, but because you're stressed about not getting the work done, it's making it harder to get the work done. Cute sneeze. It wasn't a cute sneeze. Did you get that one day of snow like we did? No. Well, we got one day of snow, but then it ended up just like bits and pieces of snow fell a couple of days after that. Then unfortunately we had a night where it was incredibly cold and everything became like all of the roads just got really frosted over, even with the grit and stuff. So there were lots of issues, but thankfully the day was warm enough that throughout the day all the roads did thaw out. But in the morning it was just horrific. And then since then it's been back to normal. I know some places did get more snow. But yeah, we got enough snow. We got enough snow in our area where it was a couple of inches steep, I'd say. Actually, maybe 3 or 4 inches steep. But well, it was a couple of, was it the same day or was it the day after? I actually was at the dentist or something, so I was driving through various areas. And certain areas barely got any snow. And then other areas had like loads of snow. And then I saw like this one car that had so much snow on its roof, it was insane. I was like, how other people were posting about it, it's like, how does this little snow cause schools to shut? Why are schools shutting across the country? If schools here didn't shut, it's like, yeah, the schools there with you didn't shut because it was like half an inch of snow. It's like the entire country is more than just where you live. We got variable weather. More time I spend in these streams, it reminds me why I shouldn't have cheated on the MU spelling test. On your spelling test. Oh my gosh, do you struggle spelling? I struggle with spelling sometimes. I always struggled with spelling at school. That's because it turns out I had dyslexia. It's like, oh yeah, no wonder I struggled with spelling so badly. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. You went to school in a tornado one. Yeah, I went to school when I was at school for a few times. Like I actually went to private schools. And our school rarely ever closed. Even when the school coaches and the school bus stopped running, they still expected us to somehow find a way to school. It was like, okay. I remember once having to walk home from school with all my school stuff. And it was quite a long walk. It was a few miles. Because the buses stopped running, the public buses stopped running because of the snow. I had a big Warhammer case as well because I did Warhammer. And so as a result, I had to walk home in the quite dark, in the snow, for a few miles. I was like, yeah, and it was very heavy snow. It was like snowing while I was walking. Very heavy. -X degrees. I didn't even have a coat. I was just wearing my school uniform. Just... I actually found that rather relaxing. I enjoyed that walk. Yeah. Well, it was a good few inches of snow we had. It's like, enough that it was just, the roads were just chaos. The thing is, though, is certain areas, it's like we used to, over where we were, even though it snowed every single year, well, not every single year, but often snowed, and we often got enough warning for the snow, we rarely got gritting happening. I ain't walking 5 minutes to school, let alone a few miles. Oh, gosh. I was walking home from school. But yeah, we had, so sometimes you found that, like, transport and stuff was closed, and as a result, schools had to be closed because, ultimately, the council that was responsible for gritting the roads didn't send the gritters out soon enough, or didn't send out enough gritters. So as a result, the roads were all frozen over, and it's like, yeah, the council sucks. Nowadays, they do a better job of it. But I think a lot of councils were still caught off guard by the day of snow. As a result, they never sent the gritters out properly, or at least in time, to stop the roads getting all frozen over or snowed over. We better call the cops to pick me up. You ain't walking. I used to walk 3 miles to school so I could keep the bus money. Sometimes, actually, no, I wouldn't do that because I'd get what's it called, passes off a bus if I had what's it called. No, yeah, I had a bus pass, so when it came to a public bus, this was fine. Saving them money, so yeah, I mostly just skipped food for Warhammer. I skipped lunches. Or in some cases, what I actually did was I did stuff like spend my money on a bunch of snacks, right? You know, like bags, multi-packs of things. Sell them to other kids at school. Then use that money to buy myself some food at school. And then use the rest of the money to buy Warhammer. I did that a few times. Yeah. Abby! Hello, how you doing? Yeah. Oh. We're working away. Are you working away too? I hope you're all working, by the way. Hope you're doing some good work. Getting homework done. Get things normal work done. Da, 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 da. Bye, Geekson. Wait, Geekson. You're gonna head out. You've been lounging in bed. You've been loud like Cup 2 was. Oh my gosh. Well, good luck, Geekson. Thanks for stopping by and talking with us for so long. I've had extra turkey ready. I've extra turkey. Oh no. Do some work for me. I don't want to do your work for you. I've got my own work to do. And I'm dropping it everywhere. Oh gosh. My body aches. My muscles ache. Oh my gosh. Maybe I am ill. Oh, my body is just... Oh, I need to work out. I need to do exercises. You're doing fine. Nice. What's your work? Maybe we can swap, liven it up. No, thank you. I chose to do fun work. And fun work is just involves making models that I promised to build yesterday. And we only built half of them. Building some gobbles. I did. I had a choice of a few different jobs to do for the stream. I decided to get most of them done before the stream and a mix after. I decided to keep the fun stuff for now. Although, oh my gosh. Popcorn is making cola and baking cupcakes, of course. Cola! Oh, I want to drink more cola. Had my cola ration for today. We were all showing where we live and the state, son. Yeah, I don't get why you're all doxing yourselves in chat. Stop doxing yourselves. That's not work. It is for me. I've got so much stuff to build. I don't know why I bought so much. I didn't need to buy so many models, but I did. Oh, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. I'm stretching. You're somewhere on the East Coast. The East Coast! Oh my gosh, America! You always need more gobos. Oh my gosh, I've got so many gobos. I think this will be the 80th gobbo. We'll have 80 gobos by the time I finish this, but there's still 60 more gobos to build. 20 of them are hobgoblins, but still. Oh, not doxing. The states are big. The states are not big. American states are tiny. I've seen them on a map. They're barely bigger than my finger. I don't know how anyone can live on something so small. Like, smaller than my finger, these states are, according to the map. Oh, which looks kind of small on the map too. You got hired as a gobble builder. I did. I hired myself as a gobble builder. For me, this is actually work. Legitimately. Because eventually I'm going to have to paint these on stream, you know. Or at least some of them. And then get enough painted up off stream that we can take a picture of them just to be like, hey, look at all these gobbos. And you guys will be like, oh my gosh, let's share that image. And I'm like, yeah, my plan's working. My plan's working. You're being paid. I mean, technically I'm being paid to build gobbos. I'm going to earn like 30 pence on this stream. 30 pence! I'm earning money. By building gobbos. You're playing loose with a definition of work. I am. Kind of. I mean, I could have been doing other work. Like, it would all have been related to VTubing and streaming, though. Any other work I did. I just decided, you know what, I'll save for building gobbles for the stream because that way it's easier to pay attention to chat. Yeah. How hard would you say it's to build a VTubing channel? A VTube? A VTube? Like, what do you mean? Like a channel? A VTuber model? One of this, like this? Very hard? My previous model? As long as you know how to draw and you're willing to learn a program, relatively easy. Avatar. Well, if you get Clip Studio Paint, learn how to draw and stuff. Then you get Live 2D Studio, use a free trial and learn how to rig a model in 2 weeks. Relatively easy. Relatively easy. Where is it? Let me get out my other model. This is my old model. Where is it? This one. This is a model I built myself. Two weeks. Yeah. Okay, it's crying. It's crying. It's not really set up for VTube Studio, if I did correct some of the issues. And here's my model. As you can see, it's nowhere near as good. It's not. It's not. There you go. I got all the cupcakes on my head. But we can get rid of some of them. We can. Also, I built like these models as well. Look at it. Look at the little cupcake. Rock! Look at the Oreo. Look at the Oreo. It's not an Oreo. It's a cup Oreo. It's a cupio. VTubers are like the moment I understand the weakness of my flesh. It disgusted me. Yes. Yes. But yeah, if you're willing to learn programs, and you can learn them, but it's relatively easy to build a model like this. This one, it's not got much going on. Its hands aren't doing much. The feet don't do much. I ran out of time to animate the legs and the lower bodies and stuff. Bow, bow, bow. But yeah, making a model that's simple like this. Like this model I drew. No, actually, the original model I drew in about a day, and I rigged it the next day. It took me about 2 days in total to build my original model, and my original model I purposely kept so I could always reference back to it. It was this one. This was a model that I drew and rigged in about 2 days. And it was my first ever attempt at it. It wasn't great. It wasn't great. But it was okay. And then I improved it over the next 2 weeks while I had the stuff. And here we go. I might have been 4 weeks. My friend reckons he can do one, I think. He is a fool. Yeah. Yeah, it also has things I can go like, where is it? I could be like, oh. And then I could be like, oops, wrong button. How do I make it cry again? Oh yeah, I changed the crying toggle to, which one? Is it this one? Yeah, that one. There we go. This one's the crying toggle. I can cry. I can cry. Oh, oh. Also, I think I made it like sweat and stuff. Yeah, there we go. I'm sweaty. I'm sweating. I'm anxious. And then you go, oh. Come back. There you are. My hat is gone. Oh, my hat is gone. My hat is back. My hat is gone. My hat's back. Finished in 1 day with some people take months. Yeah, this was back when I built this, I was feeling kind of down in the dumps from struggling with some writing I was doing. But I was, physically, I was feeling rather well. So I had the energy to make stuff and do stuff and the ability to concentrate. I did. And so I made this model. But I just need a distraction from writing. I need to get back to writing. This model, though, I hired an artist to draw it and I hired someone else to rig it. Yeah. There we go. Here we am. Oh, wait. Sometimes when I switch to this model, it breaks. Disconnect. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Things are breaking. There we go. It works. It works. Yeah. Yeah. Wait, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Now this model's cool. Like, look at the hat. It goes up. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, for rigging and everything else is so good on this model. For art, for rigging. My other one, it's kind of just... I mean, I'm an artist. I know how to draw. I can draw. I mean, in theory, I have drawn things I would say this would be kind of this good, but the amount of hours it took me was like a much longer time than what Nico actually... I imagine it's a longer time for what Nico spent on this. The time period that I was working on art at this level was definitely a lot longer time period than Nico did. Cupcon sculpted rigging. Finished in 1 day. Oh my gosh. I'm not that much of... My rigging on my original models are very, very simple. Especially on the very first model. Sometimes I fear how buff Cupcon is with this model. What do you mean you fear how buff I am? You're going to hate my actual model that eventually I'm going to finish. But one day I'm going to finish. And one day I'm going to debut, sorry. I just need to... I need to rig an animation, then actually make the animation. Then I can release a cover song. Then I can actually work on my next debut. This is your hourly reminder that you're amazing. And you need to take it easy on yourself. Folks, remember, you're all amazing. You're so amazing. And I need to cut in there. God, don't cut my fingers off. You gotta pack now. Bye bye, IRS. Enjoy your packing. Hope it goes well. Remember to do Ishtafatan 5 and keep us updated. under Discord. If you have not joined the Discord, then check out our Discord, which you can find in the description. Look, you're going to sleep now. Good night. Okay. Good night, Abby. I hope you sleep well. Thank you. Oh, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of those good stuff. For every single thing helps the channel. Everything you do. Everything you do. Na, 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 na. Wait, what's the song go? Everywhere you go. Everything you do. I'll be fair watching. That's the creepiest song ever. Everywhere you go, everything you do, I'll be there watching you. Oh my gosh, it's such a creepy song. Ah! Completely unlike Hey Fair Delilah. What's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty, yes, true. I'm joking, that one's also kind of creepy. Why are so many love songs retroactively so creepy? Oh, here. Also, I'm on Blue Sky. I'm also on Twitter, but I don't really post as much on Twitter anymore, especially not pictures. So if you want to follow me on other platforms, I recommend Blue Sky. I think you just find love creepy. It's not that, I think it's finding stalkers creepy. And musicians who do stalky stuff and then turn it into love songs. That was creepy, man. Also, love is kind of creepy when you think about it. Like, yeah, who even feels love? Love is an emotion that I don't think is real. I don't understand love. I'm joking. I understand love. I understand platonic love at least. Like for love for your pet little kitty cat. Or for Warhammer. Or for cheesy burgers. Or for cola. Taking a break from programming work to work on another video. Nice. Good luck, Sosimas. Good luck, Sosimas. You're getting so much work done. I need to work on another video. Oh my gosh. I don't know how people can get so much work done. I struggle. I struggle. That smells gross. Here. Yeah. Making Warhammer lore shorts. You're making Warhammer lore shorts. Oh wait, you're asking me if I am. I'm not making Warhammer lore shorts. I'm making clip videos on my streams. The last one did surprisingly well. I'm like, you know what? I need to make more of them. Also, it really helps the algorithm when you put out videos and stuff and other content that's not just live streaming. I was trying to get one done a week. Oh my gosh. I need to keep hydrated. But sometimes, just the work of making thumbnails, doing the streams and everything else, that's like a full day's work for me. It's like, oh my god. So tiring. Although being, what's it called? Ill, it's a bit of a debuff. Chronic illness and pain. It leaves you feeling tired a lot of the time. Maybe I am ill, because sometimes what I find is I end up being ill, but I'm so often regularly ill. But because I don't feel as bad as I had been feeling recently, I don't realise I'm still ill. Like, I don't realise I'm actually still in a lot of pain until my body does something. I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Because my mind's just, you know, numbed it out, but it doesn't mean that your body's not still suffering the consequences of it. It just means I'm not consciously noticing it. I'm only consciously noticing some minor consequences here and there that just slow me down. Like, ugh. You're so mean, body. Why do you do this to me? Gobble, gobby. Gobby gobbos. I'm a gobby gobbo. I'm a gobby gobbo. Goblins are one of my favourite races in Warhammer. My favourite factions. I want them to... I wish the goblin factions in what... I think they need to improve some of the AI for, you know, different lords and characters in the game. Like, for greenskins especially, greenskins definitely need an overhaul for how the AI works for them. Because at the moment, you've got two major issues with it. One, they don't do as well in Art to Resolve as they should do. Like, even if you're playing very hard, and you're playing as the orcs and goblins, often you'll be put in a fight where it expects you to get defeated just massively and easily. And all you have to do is select your army and just tell it to attack, and you'll win with barely any casualties. And that's all you have to do, but often Art to Resolve will get you killed off. The other issue is that the AI is often too stupid to go, okay, I've got a goblin in charge of this army who will power up goblins quite heavily. And they're too stupid to take options like Goblin Tide. They don't take options like Goblin Tide. They fill the army full of orcs. And it's like, no, take the Goblin Tide thing, take the Squig thing, and then give them an army of, you know, Squig Hoppers and Goblins. Give Scarsnick and Grom the actual Gobbo armies that they power up. But, yeah, Greenskin AI kind of sucks. I don't think it's as bad as Ogre AI, mind you. But I'm hoping that with the new DLC that's coming out, the Orcs and Goblins at least get a power-up at a WeWork. It's a good idea. You think I should make Warhammer lore shorts? It'll get a bit buff. I think it needs more of a WeWork. Like, the mechanics don't need a WeWork. It's just for AI and for Art to Resolve for them. I mean, I do think that giving some more unique mechanics to Orcs and Goblins would make them a little more fun. But for War itself, it's honestly just good enough for them. It's pretty cool. And for technology tree, the Orcs and Goblins have one of my favourite technology trees, to be honest. It feels worthwhile getting it. None of the technologies are incredibly difficult to get or time-consuming. Few of them feel super overpowered, but I don't know. I feel like it's a very, very fun technology tree. I personally like it. Greenskins is one of my favourite armies, mind you, to play as. Also, Greens is a failures tomorrow. Yeah. Now, Greenskins are strong if you play as them and you don't want to resolve any fights. Greenskins are weak when it's the AI handling them, and they Grimgore's fine because the AI of what's it called? Because the AI will just always try to recruit orcs anyway, and he powers up orcs. Also, Grimgore's just a powerful enough boss. But a lot of the other times, Greenskins just aren't strong enough in Art to Resolve. In fact, when I was playing the Empire in Warhammer 2, I often just Art to Resolved every battle against the Greenskins because I knew it would be incredibly difficult to win, but Art to Resolve just gave me easy victories anyway, like really devastating ones to the enemy. Fact, in multiplayer, they're often banned from tournaments. Yeah, they'll probably be really again, it's just, this is why I'm saying they don't need to be powered up in terms of, you know, like, they don't need the units made better. It's just the AI for the greenskin lords needs to do better at actually playing greenskins. And for Art to Resolve needs to be balanced a little bit to not just give greenskins constant losses that they should obviously win. Yes, Art works mostly off armor values and goblins have low armor. It's not just goblins, almost all the orcs have low armor. Savage orcs are especially weak to it. It's a bit like Slayers. Except Slayers that have really high stats. But the issue is orcs have really low melee defense and they have really low, what's it called? Armor stats. Even when they get physical resistances, ward saves, and all sorts of things, it doesn't take it into account. Oh, so hello, Emelano, how you doing? Also, orcs themselves get a bunch of bonuses that aren't really calculated by Art to Resolve because the units are... Because orcs are in a loose formation and the mod entities are quite big, is that a lot of ranged units don't work very well against them because it's actually quite hard to hit the individual models because the units are so loose. On top of this, because the units are so loose and the entities so big, is that they can easily take up like the front line of 2 or 3 other units and hold them in place while the rest of your army flanks around. And they can easily also prevent flanking just by completely filling the entire board. Entire battlefield. And none of this is taken into account by Art to Resolve either. Or it's like, you know, those flaming attacks or blasting charges aren't very good against orcs because they don't actually hit so many entities with them. So it's like, Orcs have high HP instead of armor. Yeah, they do have high HP. And they also kill the enemies quite quickly in combat because almost every single orc and gobbo, if you look, even though it doesn't say they got good armor piercing, most of them actually do have a rather decent amount of armor piercing just as a base value. It's one of the things that I loved about in Warhammer 2 when the goblins shot a lot faster than they do now. Is the fact that they had just enough armor piercing that they could actually kill Warriors of Chaos, especially if you gave them the scrap upgrade. And it's like, just for archers alone, it's like, yeah, they actually... Well, I think they might have got rid of some of the armor piercing on the bows, as well as slowed them down. Also, I dropped something. There you go. Art Bar is actually having a 50-50 chance of winning against the unit of Empire Swords as shields. Yeah, Savage Orc War Paints were fun. I remember when every single unit could be upgraded with War Paint in 40k. Or it gave you a 6+ invulnerable save. Savage Orcs are really powerful because they have 25% physical resistance. And that gets powered up by all the other physical resistance buffs that Orcs and Goblins can get. You look great with that Christmas hat on. Thank you! And I'm glad you're doing well! What are you doing? I've dropped something on the floor and I'm looking for it. Where'd you go? Peace! Come here! I'm sorry. I dropped things on the floor. Oof. I'll be back. You've eaten it. No! Why do I have a very light blue carpet that kind of looks grey and makes everything blend into it? Oh no, it's lost forever. It's lost forever. Okay, I'm gonna have to get out something else then. Give me a moment. I got spare bits. There we go. How did I lose that piece? I'm used to dropping pieces on the floor, but I normally find them. F. No, don't F it. No F's in chat. Only likes in chat. Actually, don't like the fact that I've dropped a piece and I lost it and I had to get a new one. Don't drop stuff then. No, you're so mean. You're so mean. It's not my fault. The pieces are so tiny and my fingies are so large. My fingies are so large. And so in charge. Yeah. You like my Christmas setup? Do you like the little Christmas tree that's on fire? Smells nice. So we're going to Nottingham to tell GW off then. Yeah! Make the pieces bigger and more expensive. And also, take all the wings off all of the flying models. They don't need wings. No one likes wings. And give the guardsmen more horses. And yeah. Actually, I really love the new horsey stuff that they've released. I've been seeing some stuff on the Guardsman Reddit of people complaining about the horses. I'm like, what are you on about? Horses are amazing. Welcome to my rats, only rats to afford more Warhammer. You're only rats. Oh no. My rats. Oh god. My only cupcakes. My only cakes. Only gobos. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Oh yeah, I've been trying to make a Swersag. Well, not as for Wursag, for just a random night goblin boss I gave him. I've been trying to make the night goblin squig hopper doomstack. And it's not going very... I mean, I say it's not going very well. It managed to defeat... with some help, it managed to defeat a powerful Empire force, which had... I don't know how it got so many buffs, but it had so many buffs. It wasn't technically Empire, it was Southern Realms. Border Princess. But then it ended up... Oh, it ended up also conquering a city. With some help again. Then it took on some Bretonians. It didn't do much, it just helped clean up after a Savage Orc army. But then it finally took on Thoric Ironbow in battle. And it managed to... It cost me like 2 or 3 units in the army. No, it might have only been 2 units. We suffered massive casualties, but we did manage... The army alone managed to beat Thoric Ironbow. And his entire army. Full stat. It's got 2 of currently armoured squig hoppers as well. I'm trying to make it a proper doomstat. It's very hard. I don't think it's meant to be a doomstat. it's not very doom piled. No, it's good against the dwarves to some extent because it's got armor piercing and it's anti-infantry and it can get the scrap upgrade that makes them even faster and it gives some armor and we've got really good charge. Their speed is like 100. It's absolutely insane. That's the greatest thing about it. Don't forget to hydrate. Hydration! I'm drowning! Okay. Now just to cut some more pieces out. But yeah. Anna, my throat. My throat. I need a cough. Give me a moment. I'm gonna mute. I'm back. Hi, Cupcon. Hi, back. Weird chat. Beat you to it. I've been pressing out Project Zomboid a little today while I was getting my thumbnail. I'm like, oh my gosh. Can't wait to play and just die immediately. We're going to try figuring out how to survive 24 hours. I've got a mod that will help us out, but also a couple of mods that are going to make it a lot harder. So, I think that evens out, right? Yeah, Cupcake understands. Cupcake knows what we're on about. There we go. File this away. Oh. And then... Oh, what am I doing though? I don't know. Yeah, for Art of a Solve mechanic. Orcs and Goblins are probably one of my favourite armies to play in Total War. Like, it's one of my armies that I just play for fun, off stream. When I need to relax. And that's how much I like Orcs and Goblins. I was never a big fan of Night Goblins, but honestly they've grown on me. Mostly for mushrooms. They're all over my heady head. I'm thinking about one day, maybe, getting an expensive Warhammer themed model made. Don't know what type of model it would be. It would even be an Astarte model or a much more Gobbo inspired. You know, like the Gloom Spite gets the Age of Sigmar and Night Goblin stuff, they wear mushrooms and so on. Like VTuber model, I mean. Oh, Tech Priest. Tech Priest is another one I might get made. I think a Tech Priest model would actually be pretty cool. Oh, that would be cool. It would be. Or like an alternate outfit. I think if I got a Gobbo one made, it would be an alternate outfit of this model. And it'll be like mushrooms growing out the head and stuff. And little animations going pop, pop, pop. And like little squig-like things. And maybe Cupcake will be replaced by a Cupcake Goblin. How much do you think? It depends who you go to. It'll probably cost you £1,000 at the very least. Probably cost you a couple of hundred to 300-400 maybe, or for art at least. having another 500 for the rigging. Models are not cheap. It depends. There's certain people who would do it cheaper. They're not necessarily any lower quality than the top people doing that. And there's certain people that will do it for much more expensive, and they're not necessarily any better. It's just certain people can afford to be much more expensive or can't afford to be cheaper, and certain ones can afford to be cheaper. Certain ones will be cheaper because they need to get their name out there and to get a portfolio under their belt. So they'll be offering their services early on relatively cheap. But later on, they'll probably go more expensive once they got more customers and a clientele and a wait list. If you can find someone who at the moment is in need of customers, and as a result the prices are lower, but they otherwise seem really good and not a scam, then you can do that. You'll just win the lotto tomorrow. You just win the lotto tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, you can do it. Definitely get cheaper stuff out there. One of the reasons VTuber models are so expensive is because of the rights to them. Effectively, like if you're wanting to buy a VTuber model and the rights to commercialize it, do all of this stuff and everything else, like most of the time when you hire an artist to make art for you, that does not include commercial rights. Some of them might include streaming rights within it, but not otherwise overall commercial rights. But once you start including commercial rights into a model, it becomes suddenly much more expensive. The other thing about like VTuber models and stuff is like if you commission an artist for something, a lot of the time, whatever art you commission, unless it's something very specific, the artist could still then profit on. When it comes to VTuber models, they kind of can't profit on it again once they've drawn it once. It's like even art that you buy in galleries, you're often only going to be buying prints, or even if you buy the original, prints of it will still be available. And as a result, it gets sold to many, many people. And VTuber models aren't like that. So they often price like that for a reason. Rigging is also technically very difficult, and it requires a skill set. It definitely requires a costly software and so on. So again, it falls again into these regions of it's very expensive. It's also a very time-consuming effort. Even a relatively simple rig, if a model is complicated, will be expensive. Like the Gobbo model I'm thinking of, it would probably be a very complicated rig, and that's where most of the money to buy it would come from. Because effectively asking someone to put dozens of hours of work into it. And unfortunately, that's just very costly. Well, this is where learning to rig yourself and stuff can be very beneficial. So, I mean, if you can get a professional rigging software, if you can get the pro account, then then what you can do is you can make yourself a model or hire someone to make the model and then rig it yourself. Or what you can do is you can get the basic rig down and then just continue working on it and upgrading it and learning how to rig just over time. Like that's what I did with my original model. I'd made my original model, then over a few weeks I updated it until I ran out of the pro software for free trial. I mean, if you're willing to splurge out on the software, you can just continue rigging it until it's still good. Spare time is the issue. Yeah. I can imagine it would be. And even if you can just afford a couple of hours maybe in the week, you can still get a lot of rigging done in a couple of hours. But it depends. Once you know what you're doing and you've learned it, although it takes a while to learn it at the same time, each time I do rigging, because I usually have a big gap between them, for the first couple of hours of doing the rigging, often it's just me trying to remember how to do it again and learning the basics. Or sometimes the software is updated and the thing that I knew was in a certain place is no longer in that place. And now I have to deal with that. Okay, which of these boxes is the box I want to use? I think it's this one. There we go. Oakley dokley. Now, the bits collecting. Throw all the shields into here. Throw all them shields. Throw the transfer sheet in here. And this box here, this box here. And I can start getting all these bits out of the way. Oh gosh. So tomorrow we're going to have Hollow Core. Me or Hollow Core, we're gonna try beating the hard level, but to beat the hard level, we need characters that are leveled up enough. I tested out for the hard level with Coco at the moment. I was like, you should probably level up the character more before you do this. I'm like, I don't need to. Then I was like, oh my gosh, I should have probably leveled up the character more before I did this. It was so hard. It was just almost instant death. Okay, that being said, I did manage to go through to the first boss. But, oof. The final level is actually really hard. With that being said, that level was relatively difficult even before having a hard mode added to it. Sprue! Yee! Okay, then cut out all of these heads. And the mushrooms. It'll probably be a long time away before I make a cool model like that. I might make a Christmas model if I have time. Just like personally make one, just a silly little paddle again. There we go. There we go. What about the old paddle? I guess I could update that one. But that one I feel like needs a lot of work, and I'm not very proud of the old one. It kind of looks terrible. She's fine, she just needs a bit of fixing. It wasn't even that great to begin with. It was just a silly model, like the cup snake. The cup snake or the cup worm. Not taking some YouTube over the holidays. You're not taking time off. No, I don't get time off. I'm work. It always works. Cupcake worm. Let's be a worm. The people loved it. It was a very good model. Here you go. The cupcake worm is here. He with a little worm on his head. There we go. To the void with you. Hello. Oh, look at this. I'm a cupcake worm. I'm a worm. Oh my god, I turned myself into a worm. Look how big my eye goes. It's like, Why is this model so expressive? How did I make this model so expressive? Stop being mean to Paddle Conjuror. She deserves it. She's a meanie cake. Such a good model. This one's the best one. Would you love me if I were a worm? Yes, you have to say yes. You're too mean to your models. Look, I'm allowed to be mean to I'm allowed to be mean to the models I made. Because I'm the artist who made them, and I'm my own worst critic. I'm allowed to be. Yeah, 2 onions. No! Stop it! Stop giving me onions. You Talon wants to kill me. It's mean. Talon's such a meanie cake. Talon's such a meanie cake. He wants to punch me in the butt. Yeah. Take that. Even Cooked was dancing along to my meanie cake song. What's wrong with onions? If they kill me. You know, I was saying I'm quite ill. Yeah, one of the things is that I got a stomach issue and onions can literally kill me, along with garlic. And in fact, earlier this year, I almost died because McDonald's changed the recipe. Changed how they cooked the burgers so that they now are cooked alongside the onions. Even if you don't want onions on your burger, you will get the onion juices still on them. And that was enough to make me extremely ill every time I had one. I figured out it was McDonald's, but then it was a few months later I found out that they had changed stuff. I'm like, I wish they just said. I wish I'd made an update. I made it very focal. So I would know. You almost died. You always say that. Hey, look! You don't know how ill I was. How much weight I lost in such little time. It's like, okay, the McDonald's one might be a bit of an over-exaggeration to be. I was very ill at the time, mind you. She can't eat garlic either, yeah. I can't eat garlic. That being said, I do have a garlic infused olive oil, and as long as it doesn't have any actual physical pieces of garlic left inside it, it's fine. Because obviously it's not the entire garlic that's bad for me, it's parts of the garlic that are bad. So garlic infused olive oil, as long as the garlic's properly taken out of it, the flavour that remains is fine, and so is, you know, it is general. Forced to be British too. What do you mean forced to be British? I chose this. I chose to be British. We're like, okay, what do you want to be? Do you want to be for people that like to pretend they're Roman, or do you want to be for people that conquered the world? Whether we're just a tiny island. I'm like, I want to be the people that conquered the world as a tiny island. And they're like, okay, we'll spawn you as a British person after the empire crumbled. I'm like, no! It was too late. It was too late. It was too late to apologize. Too late. It's too late to eat those guys. Too late. I mean, we did take India without fighting. What do you mean without fighting? The British discovered tea, and then it unleashed the beast. You know how we conquered India? With cheeseburgers, I imagine. Oi, there we go. Wait, what? No, it wouldn't be with cheeseburgers. They love cows. They wouldn't eat cow. They wouldn't eat cheeseburgers. Actually, I mean, just because it's a cheeseburger doesn't mean it has to be made of beef. It can be made of pork or turkey, or it doesn't even have to have any meat in it. You can just have cheese and I don't know, mushroom. Yeah, you got those big cotton ball mushrooms, whatever they're called, and they look delicious when they're fried up. We took the entire globe, army, navy, and marched the army through India and sailed the navy down the coast, and India was just like, yeah, okay, can't fight that, we surrender. Didn't technically Britain get a massive chunk of India because of the East India Company in the Dutch East Indian Company. Was it the Dutch East Indian Company? Collapsing and it basically being bought up by the British East India Company. I'm pretty sure that happened. And then that one kept collapsing and it had to keep being bailed out by the government. And apparently the closest thing we've ever had to a true mega corporation is the East India Company. With the amount of money, if you translate the amount of money going through its bank accounts today, it was like something like trillions upon trillions. It makes the richest companies today seem kind of, you know, meh by comparison. And even they were just constantly going bankrupt because of how expensive it was. I want the value in tea bags. Trillions of tea bags. Actually, it'd be tens of trillions of tea bags, because you can buy like a massive box of tea bags for like cheap. So, tens of trillions of tea bags. That's how much value was going through the East India Trading Company. It's actually crazy. In school, we don't learn much about the British Empire all that much. Or at least I didn't. We learn all about King Henry VIII and his 10 billion wives. And he creates an entire religion just so he can get divorced. We also learn about the Battle of Agincourt. Wait, why am I still a snake? Yeah. History is a dodgy topic these days. History is great. I love history. Although we do need to make sure we're teaching the correct history. Oh, so much of history is very revisionist. The Victorians were terrible historians. Oh my gosh, it keeps breaking every time. Did that fix it? Nope. There we go, fixed. The Victorians were terrible with history. The amount of history that they just rewrote because they didn't agree with it is crazy. Or literally, they also destroyed artifacts as well. Like, you know what? This artifact can't be real because it doesn't agree with my personal ideas. I'll just get rid of it. Like, no! What are you? You're meant to be a historian. Do we still get that today? What's it called? And historians often pick and choose what parts of history they're actually going to, you know, give credit to. Like, you got to, what's it called? They go, okay, this person wrote about this thing, so I'm taking it. But this person wrote about this other thing. But I'm not going to take into account that because obviously they wrote it themselves. So it's like, but the other thing, they also, that person wrote themselves. What makes that give more credit than this other one? And we're just like, because I said so. Because I said so. I've been looking into a lot of it. I've been looking at prices, inflation, and stuff throughout history at the moment. Because I don't know, I've just been taking an interest in, like, you know, how much different things cost at different points in history. And as we've sort of been looking up various documents, It's really interesting looking up, historic economic documents, like, things about taxes, some for 1600s. Oh, just a shop. You just like some writing that a shopkeeper made, or like a blacksmith made, and it survived the history. And now we just got this fake document written by some random person who otherwise has no importance in history, but it gives us a very good idea of the cost of things at the time. We tweak history if they don't look at history. My biggest pet peeve, especially when I was younger with historians, was, especially looking at like the History Channel, was all of the things of how everyone always underestimates our ancestors, or views them as different from ourselves. It's like, you do realise that ancestors were legitimately the same sort of people as we got today. In fact, one of the biggest examples I found of, what personally one of my favourite examples of this, if you look at ancient Rome and some of the really nicely preserved stuff, especially in Pompeii and Herculaneum, you can find some vandalism. And it's legitimately the exact same sort of vandalism you find today. Just people drawing crude, phallic-shaped objects, and also saying X person is a insert derogatory remark here. And it's just like, yeah, these are just the exact same people we've got today. The Romans were no different from ourselves. There's nothing special about them. Our ancient ancestors were. There's nothing special about them, but equally there's nothing stupid about them necessarily. No more stupid than we are today. And yes, there were a lot of stupid people back then. And there's a lot of stupid people here today. But that means there was also a lot of clever people back then. And it's like, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's true. It's true. Which is also, I think, one of the reasons why we need to remember history. Because it's very, very easy to repeat history if we choose to forget it or we choose to revise it. Like, what's it called? Like in WW2, we often like to view ourselves as for the good guys and for bad guys. Yet, if we actually look at the truth of the history of the time, the Allies were also doing a lot of bad stuff that eventually we did stop. But then a lot of it was just kind of written out of history. I mean, a lot of it we're now looking back at it and going, hey, we needed to stop this. We need to remember we did some bad things and they were bad at the time and we need to stop it. But lots of the times it's like for somewhere near me, it was like a really horrific sight of some really terrible incident. And it's like, yeah. And it just makes me think about how easy it is to do that again, and so many people just feel like we are immune to it. And it's like, no, we're not immune to that sort of stuff. So many horrible instances just happened across the world, and we need to stop them. And we need to learn from history. We need to not repeat it. I like history. It's very interesting to look at. Because I think ultimately that's another side of the thing is with the people of the past are the same people as we are. And it's another of the things of, not only does that mean that a lot of the stuff we could do today, they could potentially do, or that we think of today, they could potentially think of. And in a societal way, they're probably very similar to us. But it also means that all the horrible stuff that they did, we are still very capable of today. And we're still very capable of thinking all of that stuff. And we have to remember that. We can't just think ourselves above the actions of the past. And we always have to keep a watch on ourselves. I don't know. It's a sad topic, I guess. There we go. Oh, I got so much done. Oh my gosh. I know it's 7. I'm going to continue for a bit more. There we go. There we go. Yeah. That spoon's empty. I gotta sneeze again. I want to sneeze again. It's fine. I'm not gonna sneeze. I'm not. It's fine. I didn't. Oh. Avoid actually scares me sometimes. The world today scares me just at how much it reflects certain events of the past. It's like the world will. History is circular. There we go. I'm doing the works. I'm getting stuff done. I've almost finished my work. We've almost finished. I hope the rest of it. I think I scared everyone away from chat. Don't worry about it. I scared everyone away from chat. Let's go on a happier conversation like Christmas. Like Saint Nicholas. The guy who invented cheesecake. Which is not a cake. It's cheese and a biscuit. There we go. There you go. Actually, I don't know why people like cheesecake so much. Oh my gosh, my nail's absolutely broken. Oh no, my poor nail. Oh, my thumbnail snapped. My thumbnail broke. I don't know when it did. Oh, that's sad. Did he invent cheesecake? He didn't invent cheesecake. I was making it up. There we go. There you go. I don't know who invented cheese. The most I know about cheesecake is that one Friends episode of they have cheesecake delivered. And it was meant to be a neighbour's cheesecake, but accidentally got delivered to them instead. And they absolutely loved it. And were like, oh no. Very American thing. Ba, ba, ba. Do, 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 do. World. Snot things. I want a snot thing. There we go. There we go. Oh. Do you think they're gonna add snotlings to Warhammer? Total War. There we go. You gotta pick up the DLC? Of course I am. Of course I am. I'm gonna get all of the Warhammer DLCs. It's gonna be great. There's not many things that's left for orcs and goblins to have. Actually, I guess there is. There's just a lot of variations of things. Like, I think Night Goblins with Spears haven't been added to the game yet. Goblin War Bosses haven't been added to the game yet. Shaman Lords haven't been added to the game yet. You got Night Goblin Shaman bosses, and you don't have like Forest Goblin Shamans, you don't have normal Goblin Shamans, you don't have normal Goblin bosses, you don't have Forest Goblin bosses, you don't have Forest Goblin Infantry, you don't have... Although they might, if they do another DLC that includes Orcs and Goblins in, they might add Tinnet 4 Eyes to the game finally, and that will include a lot of the Forest Goblin stuff. I doubt that they'll do anything. Yeah. But when it comes to non-Forest Goblin stuff, there's not many things I feel like they could add, and a lot of them I feel like they should be adding as, what's it called? Do you know in these updates they've been doing, where they just add variations on unit? Like Graveyard of Halberds, or Orc Boys with Spears, and Goblins with Swords. I can see why they never added them to begin with, to be honest, because I mean, ultimately you end up just at a point, it's like, why take normal goblins when you got default to get goblins with spears, and goblins with spears get charge deflection and charge reflection, and they get anti-large, and goblins with sword are more expensive and they don't get that. Like, why would you use a goblins? Ooh, I just got a notification. Skaven have a lot of issues with just obsolete units now. Wait, which units are obsolete in Skaven? Because I know you got your Skaven interns, but they're actually just good as a cheap unit to fill out numbers and tax as a distraction. You can't make all units great. No. That being said, I guess one of the things with orcs and goblins is that you don't really need a melee defense. And melee attack is generally much more important because you're always on the attack. And it just works so much better for the rest of your stuff. So I can actually see why the sword units might be more important. But at the same time, getting cheaper units that aren't big ones that have a bonus versus large is also useful. They're 10% better than interns, or 100% more. Oh, Skaven, clan rats. Yeah, oh, I guess clan rats are worse. Although they are braver than the Skaven interns, which does make them more useful. Yeah. Ba ba da da do 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 do. Na 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 na. Okay. It's just stuck in the middle. If you want good units of fighting wolf rats or strong, yeah. I guess the thing of clan rats is just because they're slightly braver and they're slightly tougher, they are better at holding the line a little bit. But that, I don't know, I guess they are much better. And you don't really want... The thing I've heard is you don't really want to get storm vermin, at least in the late game. I guess a lot of it is, like, I play mostly in very hard now, partly because people kept complaining that I didn't. But once you do, you'd have to start thinking much more about what units you're taking and what units you're not. And as a result, you don't really take the units that aren't absolutely optimal. But I think that's where for playing normal mode, I don't know if the easy mode is actually nice, is that you can take the units that aren't optimal and are just fun. And you can have themed armies that are just better. Storm Vermin are actually pretty much solid now with upgrades. They tweaked them. Oh, did they? Storm Vermin with shields are very tanky. Ooh. That's cool. I know Storm Vermin, even back in tabletop, always had an issue of, unless you actively had something like, oh, what's it called? The Clan Morse guy. Unless you had the Clan Morse guy in charge of them, leading the unit, they often weren't really worth it, because they're very expensive points-wise. But in terms of how good they are, they're basically on the par with everybody else. Queek, there, yes. Queek Caretaker. They're basically just on par with everybody else. Like, the Skaven interns, the only reason you took them was because it was a lot of rats very, very cheaply. But honestly, it was a unit that would probably just be lost instantly due to routing. Skaven clan rats are rather okay. They're generally much worse than everyone else's infantry, even basic infantry. But because of their hard capability and their ability to also flee and rally again, they were generally rather decent as just frontline units, just to act as a distraction and a screening unit. But Storm Vermin were slightly slower than the clan rats. They were heavier armored, but ultimately it just put them on par with like Empire Swordsmen or Empire Halberdiers or Spearmen or something. And they're not very powerful units. They couldn't really go toe-to-toe with enemy elite units, but you paid for points effectively for an elite unit. And as a result, they kind of just sat in this weird middle ground of not being that great. And you could upgrade them to be better or whatever, but again, it's like if you took Head Taker. The Moda can stick 10 mutations on top of Storm Vermin, so they can be OP. Oh, I thought Moda could only put mutations on monsters and beasts. Ooh. I've never played them. So, I never really played Moda before. Oh, Plague Monks are a really good unit you wanted if you didn't want to take... If you wanted to take a tanky unit in Skaven that actually could take on elites, you wanted Plague Monks because they had regeneration and stuff. And they had a high toughness, they had regeneration, and they could also hit really hard. They weren't particularly skilled, but they could hit hard, and they could get a lot of attacks out too if you upgraded them. And the Sensor Bearer could also just make an aura effect that was insane. That's very cool. If you save them, you can get 10 bonuses without negatives. Oh, that's cool. I think Skaven always suffered from just having too many options, in which it did mean that some units just never felt really, you know, worthwhile taking unless you just wanted to make a themed army. That wasn't necessarily good. Because you had like your Warp Lightning Cannon, you had your Rattling Guns, you had your... Oh, what do you call them? The Warp Sails, you had your Doom Wheels and your other smaller Doom Wheels, and then you had your Abominations and your Rat Ogres. They just had so much of everything. And you got your Plague Monks, and you got the Plague Card Catapult, obviously, and then you had your Slingers, you had your Night Runners, you had your Eshin Assassins, you had your Chieftains, you had your Warplock Engineers. It was insane. They just had so many options in so many ways. Oh yeah, your Globadius. Howdy, Nathan, how you doing? Oh, is this stoked for a deal? Me, I'm stoked for it. The British are getting a huge amount of units. Meat's back on the menu, boys. Meat's back on the menus. Oh. We're going to get so much updates. I'm going to watch the trailer. I'm going to look at the new units. I think... I want the Arcs to get over. I want the Arcs to get the full roster. I'm hoping that the DLC, when it arrives, comes with a new update that fixes Arc Auto Resolve to be a bit more balanced. And also means that the Arcs will recruit correctly. So if they got a Goblin Lord, they'll recruit Goblin units for it. And if they got an Arc Lord, they'll recruit Arc units for it. Because I think the Arcs are probably out of all the factions I've played, they're the faction where your Lord choice matters the most for what units you're recruiting. Like, if you're recruiting Arcs, you don't want to get a Goblin Lord in charge of them. You want to get Goblin units. Don't know if you've seen Skaven Dan's channel. But a Skaven Lord, he's got a purdy mouth. He's got a purdy mouth. A purdy mouth. Oh my gosh. I don't know what that means. Oh gosh, I gotta clean up in here afterwards. There we go. What am I doing? What we're doing? We got a stream. Oh my gosh, my alarm's going off. Dismiss. Dismiss. For saying that won't die. Her alarms are going off. My alarms are going off. Ding, ba, ba, You know, this is not a very well decorated tree, is it? It's got no baubles on it. It's got nothing good on it. It's just got on fire with some tinsel. It's got some tinselitis. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oops. Put some cupcakes on it. Never! Never they love to sit on... I don't think cupcakes love to sit. Oh, look how prickly that looks. I think cupcakes are soft-skinned. Those prickly bits will be very mean on the little tootsies. Our little buttsies. Oh, gosh. Well, I finished my work. I got some nice stuff done. I got some stuff done. I got everything... Oh, by the way, if you've not seen on the Discord, I posted an update on what I did to my goblins yesterday. I added some spikes to the front bases, to the front rank of a squad. That now makes it so that they can be super duper cool. No, so it makes it look like they got... That's what archers used to do. They used to put spikes down in front of them to make it harder to charge and fight them. Green pine trees are actually quite soft. Not a plastic one. Those things hurt. Have you ever decorated them and just felt how horrible your hands feel afterwards? And then you get to stroke a little Kit Kat. It's like, oh my gosh, you're so soft and fluffy. It's so nice on my handy pandies. Oh my gosh, my thumb looks terrible. The nail needs smoothing out. It needs growing. Oh, both of my thumbnails must have broken. What do you do for work besides make cupcakes? I want to go to the UK just to get eel stew, meat pies and mash. Okay, I've never actually seen eel stew in the UK. The only time I've heard of like jellied eels was in Dishonored. Meat pies and mash though. Now that's common. You can get that anywhere. There's all sorts of meat pies. So yick. Our turn. How's it all been going? It's been going fine. Yep, and overtime. Thank you, Talan. What do I do for work? Well, I VTube. I play games. I do art. Actually, I did physics. I was in the RAF for a bit. I did writing. I did art. I was a mangaka for a little bit. We made another squad of goblins. Well, I say we did. I did. Off camera. And then I cut up all the bits. And I managed to clean up all the bits of the goblins into a box. Freeing up the night goblin box. And it's nice. It's great. It's fun. But yes, we've been going for a while now. And I do need to end the stream. So, but before we do, a few things I need to say. Don't forget on Friday, I've got a massive Among Us collab. And, oh my gosh, it's scary. I don't know most of the people. Hiccup! I'm hiccuping, I'm not a fish. I don't know most of the people there. Okay, I don't really see anyone we can raid into live at the moment. So, okay, that's it. We'll be going when the collab is sus. And the collab is if the collab might be sus. I have no idea. I'm hoping it's not though. You mean I have to look at my work again? Sad times. You had to look at your... This is a work-along stream. You're meant to look at your work. You're meant to be doing work while doing this. But anyway, thank you for coming to the stream. Have a good rest of your day. Work hard. Play harder. Sleep well. Eat some good foods. Dream of cupcakes, but don't eat cupcakes. They're friends, not food. Goodbye, everybody. Love you all. Bye-bye. Bye-bye-bye-bye.